You guys, we need to talk about all of the Love Island drama because from Kenny and Janae's breakup to Cierra, there is so much that has been going down in the last 24 hours on the internet. So for those of you guys that don't know, last season of Love Island was huge. It honestly set the scene for this season to be as viral as it was. But in talking about season 6 of Love Island, which was last season, we got a lot of people that came out of that show. And the final 3 couples have become so famous: Leah and Miguel, Serena and Cordell, and Janae and Kenny. They were the final 3 and they stayed together for over a year after the show aired, which was a huge deal. 3 successful couples. It was just something that the fans were absolutely loving. They just loved every single aspect of all of them being together. And because the fans were riding for this cast so hard, they decided to give them a spin-off season. So last season's cast got a spin-off reality show that is actually airing like right now. Like only 3 episodes have come out, but it is called Beyond the Villa. And this whole drama that is going on right now is actually crazy because I went to an event for Beyond the Villa a couple weeks ago, so I got to see all of these couples for myself in person. And the one thing everyone was saying was like, oh my gosh, like they're so cute, we love them. We never could have suspected that Janae and Kenny were about to break up. The internet has been absolutely shocked by this news, which came out over the weekend, that it seemed the 2 of them had broken up because Janae had unfollowed Kenny. She turned off comments on her Instagram. She was deleting all the photos that they have together, except for the ones that were sponsored, because she probably has to like legally keep those up because they're under contract. And then we started to see all of PPG. So Leah and Serena unfollow Kenny as well. And Miguel, who was dating Leah, unfollowed him. And then we saw the host of Love Island, Ariana, unfollow Kenny. So everyone was just sitting here like, what did Kenny do? Everybody was dying to know. It had to be juicy. It had to be good because they were all unfollowing him and very clearly taking Janae's side. So the internet wanted to know what the tea was. It was also just so crazy because they were together on Saturday night at David Dobrik's birthday party. It's like, why is David Dobrik always at the scene of a crime? But Kenny had posted on his Instagram story him and Janae at David's birthday, and then Harry Jowsey even posted a clip of them on his Snapchat of the 2 of them slow dancing. So everyone was like, you know, what happened? Did they have a fight at the birthday? And there was a rumor that they did have a big blowout fight at David's birthday, but it was not true. People magazine came out to say that, you know, that was just a rumor that was going around. It wasn't something that was true. They ended up breaking up on Sunday morning privately instead of in public with everybody around. But still, everybody wanted to know what happened. And well, on Tuesday, we started to get some tea because Janae came online on her Instagram story to reveal that her and Kenny had in fact broken up. But she said that the theories that she had been seeing online as to why did not compare to what actually went down, which only made people want to know even more what the F he did. She posted on her Instagram story and she said, "Hi, my loves. Thank you for all your love and support. It means the world to me. As you know, Kenny and I are no longer together. Please know that I have seen all the breakup theories and none have matched up to how terrible, disgusting, and disappointing it truly is. Discovering that someone you loved isn't who you thought they were and that the relationship you thought you were building hasn't been genuine since day one has been truly devastating. Thank you for respecting my privacy, and please know, as a child of God, I will always be okay." Soon after she posted this, Kenny then came online and said, "The past few days have been incredibly difficult. I've been quietly sitting with a lot of emotions and doing my best to process everything privately. Breakups are never easy, especially in the public eye. Sometimes, despite how deeply you care for someone, you come to the hard truth that the relationship was not something that could last long term. I'll always be grateful for the time we shared and the memories we created. I released this chapter with no ill will, only a hope that Janae's path forward brings her nothing but happiness." So Kenny was giving us absolutely nothing in his response, which then led Janae to call him out on her Instagram. She posted, "@Kenny Rodriguez, shut the F up, you manipulative liar. You not taking accountability and telling people the type of person you really are is insane to me. My first statement was me being nice. Do not piss me off." Then we start to see Leah go into the comment section of Kenny's Instagram and say, "Delete my man off your page, you clout demon," because his more recent posts have been with her boyfriend Miguel. And so she was commenting to say, "Delete him off of your page. You are a clout demon. Please stop posting with any of us." She then took to her Instagram story to call out Kenny herself and said, At Kenny Rodriguez, put a sock in it, ChatGPT headass. Tell the truth for once. Racist, clout, money hungry, and a scammer since day one. Trying to make it seem like it's something it's not. Don't worry, Arne is blessed and highly favored. And we also saw Serena comment on Janae's Instagram story and say, a narcissist and a racist.
Okay, I need everyone to buckle up because in the span of 24 hours, we've gotten way more information on this whole situation. So Liv from season 6 posted this on her Instagram story saying, your pathetic excuse for a story is laughable. I can't even put it into words how good of a person Nene is and how hard it is to watch her go through something like this. At Kenny Rodriguez, I hope this gives you the clout you always wanted, you effing loser. Janae also reposted what Liv said on her Instagram story. And then Liv also called out the fact that it looks like Kenny's response was written by ChatGPT. And then Leah posted a text that she sent that was saying, this is the month of clout chasers, I guess. And she said, Mercury retrograde taking out the trash. Then this is really where things get crazy because Janae's best friend posted this on her Instagram story and then she deleted it. I don't know why she deleted it. Maybe because, you know, she was telling us what happened basically without saying what happened. But she said, my advice for women in relationships, if you have access, go through your man's phone today. Search keywords like, I don't like black women. I thought I would get more money from this. I'm thinking this relationship going on the show would be for clout. I can't wait to be done with this so I can F hella bitches. You'll thank me later. P.S. Never spare a man. Dog them out, baby girl. She also said, I don't play about Janae. Once people saw this, they were like, wait, is that something that she found on Kenny's phone? Because that is the most horrific shit ever. Like, he might as well just go ahead and delete his Instagram, Twitter, any form of social media because he's done. He's just done.
Any hope he wanted to have of being online, it's really not. He is a villain now. So that is what is going on over there in the Love Island news. As for some other Love Island news, we're gonna get into what Sierra's had to say recently because it seemed like she went ahead and interviewed herself on her own social media pages. She answered a lot of questions from what it was like getting kicked out of the villa to reacting to Nick and Alandria being together. She was going through it all. So starting with her getting kicked out of the actual show, she said that she was eating one day, they pulled her aside and they told her that she had to leave and she could not say bye to anybody.
Long-awaited story time of how I was asked to leave the villa. Triggering trauma. I have to smile about it or else I'll cry about it. I have to give it to you guys because at a time when I was distraught, I was actually laughing at the videos that you were creating about me getting like woken up in the middle of the night or something because that was funny. I'll give it to you. It's not how it happened though. It was actually a glorious day. The birds were chirping, the sun was out. It was the 4th of July. I thought I would put on my cute little red checkered bikini in the name of the American holiday. And I was making raspberry lemonade for the crew. Like I literally used fresh squeezed lemons, put raspberries in, and they broke us for lunch. I remember I was having a chat with the girls and I was like, I am gonna be so sad to leave you guys. You guys have been such an amazing part of my experience. Saying goodbye is gonna be so hard. I was telling Huda, like, I can't wait for FaceTime dates with your daughter, and I got pulled to a producer chat. These are really normal, like you have them check in throughout the day. This one obviously felt different. They pulled me and they just said to me point blank, there's been some posts that have surfaced on your social media that don't align with our values. They don't align with the network's values, and we don't have any choice but to remove you from the show. So many thoughts were going through my brain. It was a lot to process. They had showed me the posts and I just broke down. I started crying. My immediate reaction was, okay, I understand, you know, this is really serious. Can I just say my goodbyes? They said no. So I didn't get to say goodbyes. In that moment, that was the hardest part.
Anyway, she also spoke on Nick and Alandria, saying that, you know, it was hurtful to see that his family was rooting for Nick and Alandria to be together while she was with him, and also to get out and see that the entire world was rooting for, you know, her guy to be with somebody else.
Coming out to see that the whole internet, football franchises, his family was rooting for them to be together the entire time that him and I were together. Like, yeah, that hurt. And even when I first saw it, it didn't click to me. Like, I still wanted to believe, like, okay, but, you know, these people don't really know what it was like in there, and they don't know all the relationships that we have with each other and the dynamics. And, like, as the episodes went on, and as I watched as a viewer from someone on the outside, and I saw their connection forming, I was like, damn, okay, it hurts, but I think two things can exist at once. Like, I can be sad for myself that I'm mourning this relationship and all of these things that I thought were gonna happen between us, and I can also be happy for two people that I care about.
And she also touched on the fact that they have not reached out to her, and that, you know, it kind of makes her feel like their relationships inside the villa did not ever happen, and so she's had to try and find closure on her own from those relationships.
Hurt I became. Like, I feel like when I first came out and I could appreciate the friendships and the relationships and the memories that we had all shared and find beauty in their situation, it was because I thought that, like, they could come out and, I don't know, I guess embrace me. But as the days went on, and it just kind of felt like I never existed, and like the friendship Belandria and I shared had never existed, and the relationship that Nick and I shared had never existed. Like, that shit hurts. Being shut down with no closure, like, it's closure that I've had to provide for myself, and it's a lot.
And though a lot of people feel like Nick and Alandria don't owe her anything, I will say it's very interesting because Shelly, when she was on Keke Palmer's podcast with Alandria, she said that she had in fact talked to Cierra and they seem to be on good terms. So it's very interesting.
I did get to speak to her. She did reach out. So, I mean, it's a lot going on.
Breaking news.
Yeah, I didn't get to, because like I said, we didn't know for what reason she got removed. Even when I came back, I couldn't really find what the post was or whatever, but I did see she reached out. And she was just saying, like, you know, she misses all of us. She hates what's happening. You know, like, she's trying to, like, basically do better for herself, like, and just to also, like, reach out to all of us and say her apologies and stuff. So it was just like, okay, well, you know, I really hope you're doing amazing. Like, you know, there's a lot happening. Like, I know, I'm just trying to give her grace because it's like, you know, we're human at the end of the day. And I got to know her in the villa as a person through and through. So it's like, you know, all of this that's happening to her, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But, you know, she's taking full account of her stuff and really just trying to, like, get her mind right.
Anyway, that is some of what Cierra had to say recently when she decided to kind of like interview herself and address a lot of the questions that she has been receiving from the public. I certainly want to know what you guys think about that, plus the entire Kenny and Janae drama. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.